Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This is the project we're making today. It's this cute little Matchbox style box, and I'm just going to try and remove the ribbon without making an absolute mess of everything. Just show you. Just a little matchbox like that falls out. So now we're going to try and put this ribbon back on without too much problems. Says me. Of course on camera it'll never work. It never does. That'll do for now, and we'll straighten that out in a minute. Okay, so I have a piece here of evening evergreen cardstock in the Stamper. Not that I keep saying Stamper Artist every single time, in the Simply Scored scoring tool. And this measures 8 inches by 7 inches, and we are going to score at 2 inches on all sides. So 2, twist, 2, twist, and 2, and there we're done. Okay, so let's set that aside for now, and we are going to fold on all our score lines. So let's get our bone folder so we can have a nice crisp fold. Just going to fold, as I said, on all of these score lines. This is a really simple box to make. Okay, so now we've folded on all our score lines, and now we're just going to cut up to the score line. I'm going to do it on the 8-inch side, and I'm going to cut up to the score line just like this, and I'll show you. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to do the same here, and then on the opposite side exactly the same. Okay, so now I want to give everything a little bit of a trim, and I can see here I didn't cut very straight. I'm just going to straighten up my cut. Okay, I'm going to give everything a little bit of a trim, so on these tabs I'm just going to cut miter them so they fit together a bit better. That just means cutting at an angle, just like that. So we're going to do the same for all our little tabbies and get that done. Whee! And not try and throw your box around the room, obviously, like I'm doing. I'm filming this way ahead of time. It's actually just the middle of August here, even though this is going to go out late September. But I tell you, the weather's so grim and cloudy, it could easily be autumn. Except I feel hot because I'm stuck under a zillion lights in my craft room. Okay, so that's what we have got so far. So let's assemble. I'm going to use some Tombow, because it's just so much simpler. And we're just going to put it on each of our 4 tabs. Really easy peasy, lemon to squeezy. Just like that. Okay, and now we're just going to bring up our tabs to meet our centre wall, just like that. You want to make sure each corner is straight. So let's do another one. Bring it up, meet nice and straight. Bring it up, meet nice and straight. And if you need with the Tombow, just give it a pinch so it holds it in place until it takes. But it should grab really quickly. And there we have the base for our box done. Okay, so this is a designer series paper. This is the Painted Christmas. Isn't it glorious? You could use either side. I really love these pine cones. They're just gorgeous. And this piece measures 11.5 inches long, 11 inches long I think, isn't it? 11 inches long by 4 inches wide. And it's 4 inches wide because that is the width of our box. So now we're going to make, which is basically like a belly band, and we're just going to find the centre point a bit like this, and we're going to just pinch as we go around, pinch. And this makes sure, in case you could score, but this way, in case our scoring is not totally accurate, it will fit. So now we've pinched, in all our spots. Now we're going to find our bone folder, and where we've pinched, we're just going to line up our paper so it's straight and give it a crisp fold. So that's one. Here's the next one. 2. And then the last one. Well, not the last one, one more. And then we're just going to check that everything fits nicely, and it does. Perfecto. So now what I'm going to do is get my Tombow back. I'm going to put a piece along the side here, this flap, on the top of the flap, and this one on the bottom of the flap, and this way it'll catch both bits. So I've got quite a big overhang, which was intentional to give it a bit of stability. And then you just bring both bits together, making sure everything is straight, and press just like that. And then if you want, you can take it out and give it a good press with your bone folder to really make sure it's stuck down nice and good, and just make sure it's not too tight so you can get your box back in, which I can, just like that. So that's what we've got so far. So now we are going to try and tie a bow. Easier said than done. This is the Cherry Cobbler gold metallic ribbon, and we're going to use it to hopefully tie me a bow. I think I've got a bit too much here, but I can never judge. I'm sure you're the same. Let me know, do you struggle with bows like I do, or are you one of those magic people who can always produce a perfect looking bow? Unfortunately, I do not have that skill. And this bow looks like a dog's dinner, so let's try it again. Okay, so after a ridiculous number of tries, I've got it looking halfway decent, as you can see. So let's put it aside and do something simple. Let's do some stamping. So I have here a scrap piece of basic white, and you can see it's been well used, an Evening Evergreen ink, and the stamps that we're going to be using is this one called Merriest Moments. I'm going to use this, A Joyful Christmas to You and Yours. So let's just stamp that nicely, and let's down, hold, yep, lovely. Stamping is so much more easy than tying bows, I tell you. Let's get the simple chamois out so we can give everything a nice clean up, just like that. And then, where are we? Here we go. This is the Elegant Tag Punch, and we're going to use this to punch out our sentiment. So let's put it in here and try and get it sort of centered and straight. That'll do. Just like that. Okay. So close that punch up. And then I'm going to use here a crocodile just to make a little hole, just like that for the thread. And then I've got here some baker's twine. Now it comes on a different spool now. Mine is fairly old. I had a stock of it, so I'm using it up, but it's the same thing on the new spool. It's just a different way of displaying it, and the link to the new one will be in the description box with all the supplies, so you can see it there. Okay, so I bring back our box, and then let's feed this piece of twine through. Come on, go through. Why is the simplest of things sometimes so blooming difficult? Okay, come on. There we go. Just like that. I know you can hide it prettily under the bow and all sorts of wonderful stuff that you'll be able to do that I can't do. But there you go. I don't think they look too bad. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think of them. I hope you do like them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please consider subscribing to future videos. If you wanted more information about this project, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links, including my new Facebook group where we have a monthly online card club and make projects like this together every month. So do check all of that out. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!